EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Let's have another good game, bro.
Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and off we go from Lambeau. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd down and 8. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, 53 yards. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Carr going to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing on first down is Carr. Steps away to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he will find his man on the outside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brian Edwards there to make the grab. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Looking deep for Adams. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside. The 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. The final shot here before half for Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson as time expires in the first half.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And now they'll elect to go for two and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. A final shot before break. Carr, that's caught. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and two more for good measure. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given
Man, he was supposed to have been gone.
but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
64 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And good hustle here, as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On 1st down, Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Carr.
And quickly into the hands of Waller.
I'm right there. That's the second one.
19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Now Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Raiders. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, slant to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back to Dillon on 1st down.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dillon.
96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw again on second down. Carr. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10, down at the 33. To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
How the heck he getting open like that?
Deshaun Jackson, 51 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Mike 42, Mike 42. I got you. I got you.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers to throw. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Forced out to his left. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing his Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seat.
That was the 2nd good game I done had against him.
And right before that final whistle, defense was
I played him just before I got online.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield.
Good game.
It happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
What's going on, viewers? I don't know how the heck Jackson kept getting open.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more Log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
I'm on a 5-game win streak right now. Just to show y'all, man, I've been getting dogged. See, I just played them. It was just a good game. Taking losses, man. But if you stick with it, you start seeing the wins add up. So I'm sticking with it. Yeah, that rank dropping too. Trying to get to the top 10. Just gotta keep playing. Yeah. Hey YouTube, I'll be back. I'm gonna be right back.